Hello everybody, welcome to Talk Gear number 11. And we have here Irfan, and this is the first time we're doing it in my home studio. So welcome on Talk Gear. Today we have Irfan, and Irfan, how are you feeling today?
Thanks, man. I feel good. Thanks.
Feel good?
Hope everybody's doing
Feel
well.
excellent?
I feel great, man.
All right.
Friday, end of the week. Great.
Yeah, TGIF, man. TGIF. The
TGIF.
weekends are when we drive.
TGIM. Thank God it's MINI.
Thank God it's... yeah. I'm still upset because I don't have my MINI yet. We'll come back to later, right? Patience, yeah.
It will come, no worries.
Right. So thanks for watching first, guys. Today we're going to talk about minis. Why MINI? What the heck is MINI? Why is there such a cult about MINI? We're going to talk all about it today. I'm a big MINI fan. You know, I think we all... It's really
I think me too.
You think?
I think
So I want to introduce to my guest. His name is Irfan. Some of you may or may not know him. I met Irfan through Evo Club. We just kept driving, and then we just became friends, which are what I love about Evo Club. And Irfan is a MINI sales advisor in Bangsar.
Yes, I am.
The cutest MINI building. Every time you go Bangsar, you can see it.
Sure can see it.
And I just love driving with him because our driving styles are very similar. I like to disturb him, tickle him a bit. Then he will tickle me a bit. Then later we drive chill. You know, we're not racing. You know, so we have a good camaraderie, and I think we became friends quite easy, lah. Yeah. So that's how I got to know MINI. And Irfan is the only MINI guy I know who sells MINI but drive MINI. So some people say this, right? Don't eat food from the chef if they're skinny, right? All right. So that's how I got to know MINI. That's how I got to know Irfan. Irfan, why don't you tell the audience about yourself a little bit more?
Okay, my name is Irfan. Hi everybody. Hi Jacob, Jensen, Derek.
Hey, what's up, man?
Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting Talk Gear with Thomas and me.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Enjoying your Friday night with us. Okay, my name is Irfan. I've been a MINI sales advisor with MINI Bangsar, with the MINI brand since 2016. I came from a business background. Me and my sister, we run our own company providing training, and then slight change of interest you know, because market demand for training, as you know, HRDF all quite bad. Yes. So I wanted to diversify, and to keep things short, basically I just asked myself, what do I like to do? Number one, I like cars. I like to get paid as much as I work. So you're doing sales,
that's the best
sales,
job,
right?
Yeah.
The more I work, the more I get. Okay, and so I was browsing through JobStreet. I was doing Uber for a while. I was dead broke, man. $20 in my wallet. No joke, man. So thinking about Uber, you know.
This was just how many years ago?
This was mid of 2016.
Oh, not long ago.
7, 8, 9, 5 years plus.
Yes. Oh, wow.
So masa tu sold off my cars. So borrowed my mom's car to do Uber. And while doing that, I felt like, oh man, my brain is dead because there's no growth. So I thought, okay, hey, I like cars. I mean, I'm not a technical guy. I'm sure everybody knows that. I'm not a technical guy, but I do love cars. They do represent something. It's somewhat like your alter ego, you know, your extension of who you are, right? And who you are is many people. You can't just have one car. So anyway, I saw JobStreet, I saw MINI, and I read up a bit, and I found out that the company also sells Beamer. I've always been a Beamer fan. But yeah, here we go to the perception of MINI. I had the same thing. I think MINI, it's such a small car.
Who's gonna buy it?
Who's gonna buy it, man? Can I earn a living from working there? It's so small, so mahal, and I'd rather buy a BMW. I'd rather buy fill in the blanks. There's so many cars that you would rather buy. Exactly. Audi, just name it. It won't stop. There's no end to it. So fast forward, I got a great boss at the time. If anybody who knows her will know that she is memang Miss MINI. So I am actually trying my best to replicate.
Not Minnie Mouse, Not Minnie Mouse,
Not Minnie Mouse.
Miss MINI.
Not Minnie Mouse. Just Miss MINI.
Okay.
So she groomed me well, I guess. Really got myself into the brand. She told me, if you have free time, take one of the cars, just drive.
Wow.
So when I approach my customers, I actually say that whatever facts that I'm telling you or you're reading online,
not important.
I mean, it's important, yes, it lays the foundation, but you just gotta drive it, man. Do you agree?
I agree. It's very racun, MINI.
And the racun was the same, results to me. I started driving, And then I stopped playing the spec sheet anymore.
Yeah.
So, oh man, why is this car so nice? Coming from a non-technical background, I don't really know how to differentiate. Is this a good car? Is that a bad car? Tapi bila bawa Mini is fun.
Yes.
So that's the number one thing that came out.
Minis are fun, man.
It's very fun.
Even if not the S spec, even the normal spec.
Yeah, even a normal Cooper.
Yeah.
Even a normal Cooper.
Yeah.
So fast forward 5 years later, I'm here now.
I own a Mini, a beautiful Mini.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Why don't I show can we show the audience how your Mini looks like?
No lah.
Okay, come on. Okay, continue. I'm going to bring up the Mini because I think your Mini is one of a kind.
Right? Yeah. So my ex-manager also started asking us to read up more, read more things. So I learned the history of Mini brand and how they won the rally championships.
Yeah.
Despite everyone saying that, hey, you're such a small car.
Check out his car, man, guys. Look at that. That's his latest car. Wow.
Yeah, that's me minus 5 kilo lah.
Wow, but bro, man, like 5 years ago, you say your date broke, and here you get to own one of a very special cars, man.
Yeah. As I said, the more you work, the more you get lah. And I came from.
By the way, anyone, if you guys like this car, please show him some love, man. Give him some love. Give him some likes. Let you know that if you like his car, man. Come on, guys. You gotta give it to this guy. There's one thing I love about cars is that sometimes cars make us want to do more. And that's what I like about cars sometimes because it makes us want to do more.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I started learning the history of the brand. So in a nutshell, to me, Mini is the understated car.
Yes.
In a world where every brand is trying to, mesmerize you with, I have self-parking feature. I have self-driving feature. And Mini is like, yeah, cool, man, but it's okay.
I'm a Mini.
It's okay. I'm just me. I'm just a fun, small car.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm pretty courageous to say that there's no comparison.
Oh, I will attest to that. Guys, if you agree with what Irfan says, let us know in the comments. Let's take a look at some of the comments over here. You can see he's so passionate about Mini already, but let's see over here. Okay, Jacob. And by the way, guys, we can read your comments, please. So please shout out. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Just say hi to us so we can see you. We can see Jensen. We can see Jacob. Oh, Jacob with the new white color, right? Yeah. Derek, who joined us with the A45 that day.
Yes.
Mrs. Azali. Yeah. Tana, all right. Tana loves it. He loves the alter ego bit. Wow, great. There you go. He says, always have a soft spot for Minis from Jensen. All right. British Racing Green. Okay. All right. Is it JCW?
No, my car is a Mini Cooper S.
Okay. All right. So Wang says hi.
Tana's nice.
Tana saying, Mini isn't trying to be like anyone else until I grew up with a big J. Until they grew up. Until they grew up big. Okay, so yeah, guys, we're gonna go for a quick break, but please say hi. We can see your comments over there. If you know somebody who's thinking about buying Minis, or if you know somebody who is like saying bad things about Minis, like, oh, you're so small, so this, bring it over here because that's how I used to be. That's how you used to be.
Yes,
same, man. Negative impression.
It's the same for us. So, I guess we're the addict trying to.
Yeah, true. But I'm trying to say I empathize people who says that, Mini is too small, Mini is too expensive. Because I used to be on that board, right? Until you completely expand. This is why we do talk here today, to expand the horizon. Why? What makes this car so special? Because they're not the most horsepower. They are not the fastest on track. But there's some reason why this brand is so it just stick to you like glue. We're gonna talk more about that later on. So please share this. Please comment, let us know where you're from. We're going for a quick break. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks, and we shall see you. And when we come back, we're going to ask Irfan about how he got his first Mini.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Let's go for a quick break.
Let's go.
Save about 500 bucks.
You save about 1,000 plus.
To work out cheaper for me.
4,000. 215, even more.
It's got for 200 plus. 400 bucks of savings.
Okay, and we're back. So, Irfan,
Yeah.
some of you may, if you come to our drives or you check out our Horizon page, you sometimes see a green color Mini Cooper with the white stripes. So that's his Mini Cooper. He has a Facebook channel, YouTube channel as well.
Yes.
Right. So guys, you're watching today, please do me a favor, go to his page, Ahmad Irfan.
Yep.
Right.
Ahmad Irfan.
Or you go to YouTube, you go and search GTR 887. Right.
Okay.
You'll find his car. Go and like his page. What Irfan is doing is trying to show people what is the real experience of owning the Mini. I think it's really cool, right? To be able to open up like what are the challenges, what are the experiences, so you can help other people with making decisions with Mini as well. So let's talk about Mini. How did you end up with your Mini, man?
It was back in 2018. So that's about...
hold on a minute. Guys, if you have any questions, please throw your questions on the chat. We will answer. I'll do our best to answer your questions. And please share this with people. If you know someone who wants to watch this video with you, invite them, grab a beer or grab something and join us, right? Okay. Or grab some water or teh tarik, okay? Because some people don't drink beer, okay? I mineral, okay? So how did you end up with your Mini?
Well,
when was it?
After past the few months of working there, the racun is just really strong. But then, as I said, when I started working there, it was quite dead broke.
Yeah.
So I had to borrow money from mom every day, come to work, no car. So fast forward 6 months later, got a bit more stable. So I bought my Myvi, the supercar.
The king, the real king.
The real king.
The real king is Myvi. How many of you think Myvis are king? Let us know in the comments if you think Myvis are king.
You need a king in your life.
Oh, man.
So I bought the king.
You know what? Everyone in Malaysia has owned a Myvi.
Actually, yes. Even my customers, right?
You
When I
start
ask
somewhere.
them, they will have one Myvi.
Correct.
At least.
Correct.
Because it's a king.
Yes. Okay. So how did you end up with it?
Okay, so fast forward a year plus later, 2018, there's this one particular car that I've been eyeing. It's one of my customers' car. So basically, she resides in Bangsa. Her workplace is everything around Bangsa Hatamas. So for a 2-year-old car at the time, it was only about 16,000 kilometers. Still has 2 years plus warranty. And I've always, mimpi dream to have a Mini.
What color was it?
It's a British racing green.
Oh!
So the color is there, the warranty is there, the condition of the car is well known because every time her service is due, it's me. I'm the one who send it to service. She will ask a favor, hey Irfan, sorry I'm busy, can you help to send my car? And she pays me to bring the car up lah.
For the transport.
No accidents, no nothing. So you know the car A to Z. So when she said, hey, I'm selling my car to buy another bigger Mini, something like what Tana said, the car got big ma. So she's buying a new car. So I asked her, hey, is it possible I sell the new car to you and you sell your car to me? And she said, you want to buy my car? Okay, I give you a good price.
Whoa.
So I was like, oi, joking are you? I was really starstruck, I'm not kidding. So I applied my loan. I took it easy, then loan approved. So I said, color, mileage, warranty, all in already. I bought the number plate, completed the transaction, and that was September 2018.
Wow, September 2018. Wow.
Yes, and I've been driving the car every day until now.
Every day.
From 16,000 plus now is 100,000 kilometers.
Man, that's how much you love the car, man.
I love the car.
I get what you mean, man. It's the same thing though. When I got the guys, I get interrupted with my my landlord. I have a landlord over here. Since you're here, come Gucci, come here. Come. I got a landlord over here, guys. Please say hi to Gucci. This is my landlord. I have to feed him. I have to give him attention.
He's the boss lah.
He's the real boss lah.
He's the real boss.
I always say I'm the tenant. I'm actually the tenant actually. All right, if you like Gucci, please say hi. Sorry, So if he gets too loud, we'll take him away. Okay, but he's gonna be here for a bit. So yeah, I get your feeling, man. Because when I saw my Spider, I had the same feeling. The color I want, the spec I want, there is nothing in the car that I would change. And the price came out.
Things,
For me,
For
me, there's nothing I would change. So for me, I look at that, I'm like, okay, that's it. Then the price was good. It was just like, what's next, right?
Betul.
Yeah.
And you imagine my situation, right? I already have the King
So you're ready to take that as your daily car.
as my daily car. So it wasn't easy, you know.
Let's look at some of the questions over here. Okay, Anthony asks, Mini bumpy in nature, because you see, most people will want to take daily cars. They want to be more comfortable.
Yep.
So Anthony is asking, is it bumpy? So how would you answer this question?
Okay, I will answer
Since you say it's a daily.
I will answer this in a professional way, which is how I am anyway.
Yeah.
Something that we can't answer in blanket, right? Because comfort is subjective.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Comfort, taste, color is very subjective. I will love green to death, but you will hate it.
Yeah.
Even though, we like the same brand.
Yeah. I love green. I just want it in my car.
Exactly. So I know. So anyway, bumpy in nature, if you're comparing it against, normal sedan, like, Camrys, Altis, I will say
Myvis, right?
My Myvi is bumpier.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
When I drive the Myvi, it's more bumpier because it's using torsion beam. It doesn't have the McPherson stride. It doesn't have the better, rebound and dampening.
Got it.
It's just a normal shock.
Got it.
So kalau you compare with that, then it's bumpier lah.
Yeah.
In the Myvi, the Mini will be more comfortable.
Yeah.
And
But you compare to like the
let's say among the peers lah, let's say in A class or C class, I will say yes, Mini is bumpier in nature. Then again, it's always been bumpier, even from the classic Mini.
Yes.
Because the point is that go-kart handling feeling.
All right.
You need to have a stiffer suspension. I won't say hard.
Yeah.
Hard is a negative word.
Yeah.
Stiffer is a character.
Yeah.
It's not a negative word.
Yeah.
It's stiffer in nature in order for you to take the corner and just point it somewhere and
go right.
arrive there.
Yeah.
Instead of.
That's why they don't do adaptive suspension, all those kind of things. It's just one suspension.
I mean, it's a parent company of BMW.
Yeah.
BMW is creating M8, M5, M7, all the technology they have.
Yeah.
But they choose not to put that in the Mini because you want to retain the character.
So I hope that answers the question. But is it dailyable for you?
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah. Fuss, right?
I guess the best way is hit me up, come for a test drive. The best way is to know whether it suits you is to actually drive the car.
Because some people can tahan, some people can tahan.
Yes. In my experience, 5 years plus, there's many different answers. Let's say some people will assume, you look at an elderly couple, you would assume, they might not have a high tolerance for the bumpiness.
But then they buy it.
But when they bought the car, Irfan, I love the car. They're sending me videos of going road trip with the car.
Wow.
So you can't really say it's bumpy because they can handle it, right? So I guess it's subjective.
Subjective. I hope that answers your question. If we do, please let us know in the comments that we're doing a good job. Right? So yeah. I mean, I've owned the Mini. We'll talk about that another one time. But I've owned the Mini. Yes, it is a bit on the bumpier side. But for me, living in KL, no problem, man. In fact, I love the size of Mini in KL. You can squeeze through everything. It's easy. Yeah, it's easy. You take a
car.
You take a 5 series to Bangsa. Oh, well, one thing Bangsa also penat. But Mini, no problem. Yeah. So that's how you got to your Mini, right?
Yes, so that's how I bought the car. And
but let me ask you a question. There are so many, for the price that you pay, there's so many other cars that you pick, right?
Yeah, man.
I mean, it can be a second-hand 3 Series.
It was not easy.
It could be a 1 Series, could be A-Class.
Right?
And back then, A-Class is the thing, man,
2018, you can say that.
So why did you pick the Mini?
Remember I mentioned I actually like BMWs?
Yeah. BMW. Yeah. So what was your consideration?
The E92 punya time frame.
Oh,
that's something that I would like lah. But one more challenging decision at the time.
Yeah.
One of my clients has a BMW Z4 35IS. It's a local spec car. So it's 3.0 twin turbo. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And he wants to sell it to me for 110K.
Oi.
The market going for 130 plus.
Yeah.
And his car is a local spec car, 10-year-old, only 30,000 kilometers. Because they're seldom in Malaysia. So I was like, oh man, C4 is my dream car. One of my dream cars. But then again, if y'all don't know this, I'm quite a newbie in the car scene. Yeah. So I might not be as mechanically inclined. So I was a bit scared to buy the car without warranty. And back then, I don't know any of the Evo Club guys. So if I knew, I would be well informed to make a better decision. But that being said, no regrets to buy the car.
Oh, yeah.
Because I considered golf, I considered A class.
Yeah, golf is the
hatchback
yeah.
comparison lah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stir your soul.
You drove the Golf GTI, right?
I drove it. I drove the Golf R, Sirocco R. It's powerful. It gives a punch. But it's on one side of the spectrum.
Yeah. I always tell people that golf are extremely competent. They're so competent. They do everything so well. The damping is good. The space is good. It's fast. Practical. It handles well. You can do everything. But it's more competent than fun. Right?
It is.
And for me, Mini is more fun than competent. It is very competent, but it's extremely fun. Yeah.
It's extremely fun. It's more towards that side of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So let's talk a look at let's just chat back over here. Guys, please say hi so we can see you, and please share this if you know someone who wants to ask any questions about Mini. I'm sure Irfan will be more than happy to share them.
Yes, please,
answer the questions. Okay.
My old backboard concern.
Okay. Oh, Ng Ziyong says that we'll talk about that a little bit more. Yes, I did acquire a classic Mini. Talk about that a little bit more. All right. Who say about backbone?
GT.
Alex. Oh, Alex is he owns so many supercars.
How are you, man?
And we miss him, man. He's back in Borneo right now. Right. He has owned so many supercars. He has Ferraris, he has Porsches, and he has an R56.
Alex has the adventure video with the Cooper.
He did a blowpipe run.
Yeah.
Blowpipe run is you go from Sabah all the way to Sarawak all the way to Sabah.
How's your backbone, Alex?
Alex. All right. Yeah. Okay. One question from Derek. What is the go-kart mode about?
Okay. So in all Minis now, F generation onwards,
you
have 3 driving modes for local spec cars lah. But I noticed Japanese or UK spec, some of them doesn't have it. Basically, it's a driving experience control. Even your car has it.
Oh.
You change to sports mode, and it comes out as go-kart mode activated.
Oh.
Well, for me, it's a gimmick lah. It's a means to say that you are now driving a go-kart. It's stiffer, heavier.
But in fact, it's just sport mode lah.
It's just sport mode. It's just sport mode.
Okay, got it.
You can't put go-kart mode on the BMW, right?
Yeah, no.
But you can put that on the Mini.
BMW like,
because Mini is quirky.
Yeah,
you can put all of this.
And people accept it, right?
People accept it. It's cool. You can have
cool.
stripes in the middle of the bloody car.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Let's see over here. All right, Z4. Okay. Our topic.
Expander, alamak.
Expander, nothing to do with Mini, but good car. Really good value, extremely good value for money. Okay, ada orang ini cakap idolaku. Faizal Ahmad. All right.
John is asking about the warranty.
Warranty, who is it? Okay. So John got a question over here. Where do you service your Mini after warranty? How would you answer that? Okay,
I do have several shops in mind. I guess it will be depending on your geographical location. I stay in Subang. So Shah Alam, Sunway is my go-abouts. You can also check out my YouTube channel. I did include 30 minutes video. Oh man, that was the longest edit, man. 28 minutes video to share a bit more on basic maintenance costs and also what to change and where to get it from.
Okay. So check out again, those of you just tuning in, please go and check out Irfan's YouTube channel. Go on YouTube, search Ahmad Irfan. Or type GTR 887.
Yes.
All right, there's only one car with that number. All right. All right. Okay, so there's a lot you want to ask. There's so many questions I want to ask actually. Now you own the Mini now for 3 years, right?
Yeah,
3 years. What's your most memorable moments in this car?
Oh man, that's hard to pick. Right? It's hard to choose.
Okay, I'm not memorable, guys. When I say memorable, I mean good memorable, bad memorable, right?
To be fair, I don't really have a lot of bad memories because there's no cases where I believe when you're buying a used car, one of your worry is breaking down in the middle of the road. I never experienced that.
No.
And as much as people, there is a common myth when I started joining the brand, people saying, "Hey, I heard turbo failure lah, high pressure fuel pump." Okay, I'm getting a bit technical.
But mini rosak lah.
Mini rosak lah, basically. After the F generation was introduced in 2013 in UK, moving forward, all the new models are using the Beamer engine, the B48 engine. So, long story short,
the R series one, right?
No, it was using a Prince engine, PSA.
Oh yeah, Prince, the one with Peugeot.
N16, N18.
You know what they say about French, right?
They're very hard to tame. Anyway, using the Beamer engine and long story short, less problems. Bad memories, none, I would say. I guess I had the car in an accident once. First few months after I got the car. So that's probably my worst memory, being away from the car.
Yeah. Oh, being you know what,
away
that
from
sucks,
the car.
right?
That
That
sucks,
man.
That sucks.
Sometimes the accident is the scariest thing about accident is like not able to drive the car. Yeah.
Good memories. Well, I guess the list is long. Went out on so many different drives with different friends. Mini gang, non-mini gang, whatever gang, as long as we drive a car, enjoy. Went to Penang a lot of times, Johor. Basically, the car carried me to new friends and new environments. And it made me appreciate the fact that the car is unique while you're not trying to be different. Mini owners are, if you notice, most of them are very laid back. They can chill.
Yeah.
Chill. There's no ego, there's no hierarchy. Tak ada apa lah, it's just relax.
But that's the thing, in the brand itself, there's no hierarchy. It's just different function. You want SUV? You want bigger space? You buy a Countryman. You don't like Countryman? Okay, get the Clubman.
Get the Clubman.
Yeah.
You want something individualistic? Go for 3-door.
Go for 3-door.
You want slightly more practicality? Go for 5-door.
There's no like, okay, sure they have the performance like JCW.
Yeah.
But it's not like a hierarchy. I think Bobby has a video on
oh yeah,
on YouTube.
I actually watched that video when I started working with. It really helped me to explain those times out, Bobby.
Yeah. Help you explain
to customer.
Go buy a couple of coffees over here. All right. So yeah, but yeah, it seems like you drive the car and recently went on a track, right?
Yesterday, man.
Yesterday? How was it? How was it going to drive a Mini?
Fun as hell. You can see I'm smiling.
You can see his smile on his face, man. So
my good memories doesn't end because every time you put something new on the car, it's like, oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. This new brakes is so cool. This new rims is so. I guess one thing I noticed in my clients, some of them are even calling, hey, Irfan, do you know what brand of shampoo to buy? I said, why?
Car shampoo.
Yeah. Because actually I want to wash my car. Are you sure? Do you wash all your cars? No, I only wash my Mini.
Wow,
different thing, man.
Baby pula.
As I said, I'm not a car guy from by default.
Tapi
bila dah pakai Mini, the love is there. It's different. It's different.
It really changes how you know. You see, that's why I think you're really right about something, and I hope this comes across before you go on the break. Minis on the spec sheet, it's one thing. And look at the spec sheet, like 180 horsepower, 190, right?
192.
Yeah, 192 horsepower. Not that really care anyway. But when you look at a Golf, and then you look at a A45, A250, and then you're like, I'm not sure if it's worth the money. And that's the thing about Minis.
You can look at the Minis top range, right? The John Cooper Works JCW. A JCW at 313,000 ringgit as a brand new car versus a Golf GTI, the mid-mark, not a Golf R. The GTI with lesser price, bigger body, has higher power than Mini's top range.
Correct.
So how can you justify that? I tell you, if you're not strong, you buy the car. One time you go Yamcha with your friends. Hey, guy, bro, why you buy this car? You should buy the car. You always have that.
Correct.
You always have that.
We're gonna have more of that in the end of the show. We're gonna talk about what people say about Mini. If they don't, because I've been there, and you can throw them all out in the chat as well. Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. Just a little bit of fun. All right. So what we're gonna do right now is before we go on the break, I'm gonna ask you a question. Why did you get the F56 versus the Countryman?
Oh, why?
Yeah, because I do think the Clubman looks quite handsome. The door like this, right? It's damn cool. Right? I mean, come on, man.
Clubman is sleek.
Sleek, right?
It's a modern gentleman, if you ask me.
I love it. I love the Clubman.
It's an estate.
Yeah.
It's not a sedan. Yeah. It's an estate with split doors at the back. And if you drive all the Mini variants on track, Clubman is the most stable one.
Really?
Well, as you say, in our brand, we don't have hierarchy. So
it's different functions.
How we view every other car, not just Mini, how I view a Golf, how I view a Beetle or a Maserati, they all have their own individual characters. So kenapa I go for F56? Well, Mini started in 1959 as a two-door car. Two-door, four-seater. So 2+2. And macam mana? It's like you go to KFC, but then you order sushi.
So you just wanted the original.
I want the original. I want the origin story. The actual first go-kart, street legal go-kart. That's the one.
And with a lot of creature comfort too. Yeah,
of
with a lot
course,
of creature
of course.
comfort.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, true.
okay.
And
And we talked about it already, lah. We already shared you have other options like the Z4.
yes,
And
yes.
then the other
the
brand.
Z4 was hard to let go. It's hard to say no. No
But
thanks,
you say
bro.
no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different thing. You can buy I think Bobby said the same thing. You can buy, let's say a Honda City.
Yeah.
And in your heart, you're actually looking for, I wish I could afford the Honda Civic. Or your friends will say, oh, City only, I'm having a Accord.
Yeah.
Whatever lah. Tapi Mini macam,
okay lah. Yeah.
Because what can you compare it with? Besides price.
Yeah.
Besides price, size, as a brand, what's bad to talk about it? Not really much. Of course, no car is perfect.
Yeah.
But the closest one to perfection will be Mini lah.
Yeah. Of course lah, you biased.
Of course lah, I'm biased.
No, but really Minis are special. In my heart, I do have a special place for Mini, and ever since we sold the Mini, I always
and then
I look at hatchbacks, I look at Megane, I look at Golf R, and I'm like, hey, maybe a Mini is the right one. We'll talk more about that later on. We're gonna go for a quick break. After the break, we're gonna talk about something really interesting. Talk about a guy who owns a Porsche. You think about Porsche, right? It's like, wow, it's an epitome of the sports car, right?
Yeah.
It's a Cayman, right?
Yeah.
Cayman on that one.
Cayman,
okay. Only a Cayman. Then later, this person ends up buying a Mini, selling his Porsche for a Mini. What the hell are they thinking of? Right? So Minis are so attractive that people are willing to do this with this kind of choices. So we're going to find out more about that after the break. And then if okay, you can share, maybe without the name, but you can just share.
Yeah.
What make these people sell their cars, a more high-powered car for these small little cute cars?
Small little 192 horsepower car.
Yes. We're going to talk about that after the break. If you're interested, stay on, share this. We'll see you after the break. All right, we're back. Let's look at the Q&A over here. Right, let's see. Someone's asking here. Hey, Chris is asking, how can I drive as good as you on track? What's your best time on track?
I don't want to say lah.
Don't say pasti dah cepat. Ayo, good driver Mayu. Okay. Let's see over here. Derek say, first car, consider Z4 as your second car. Drop the top.
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But even you get drop the top, you will still drive the Mini more often.
I will still drive the Mini more often.
There you go. Okay.
Drop top is a weekend car.
Yeah. Okay, Douglas asking a question before we go into the topic on people letting go more powerful cars for Mini. Okay, Douglas is asking, what do you think about the facelift JCW and Mini Cooper S?
Okay. Well, it's not much aesthetic changes.
Yeah.
Just mostly front light, tail lights, transmission change.
Yeah.
I guess as a brand, you still need to evolve and provide more tech, like the Apple CarPlay. I do want to say that I prefer the JCW facelift because the transmission carries more power. It's tunable up to, your car under warranty, so I won't say this.
Yeah. But it's a dual clutch right now.
No, the JCW is a torque converter by Aisin. The Cooper S will be 7-speed dual clutch. Same transmission as the M2 and 3 and 4.
Oh, so that one can handle more lah.
Yeah.
Can handle more lah. We just put okay. I'm saying it. It's okay. I'm saying it. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at some other comments, guys. Let us know in the comments below. If you have any questions to ask Irfan, please let us know. We'll try our best to answer them. Let's see the last one over here. Tana says, "Well said. It's more of a total experience versus a rational decision." And then he says, I wonder what will happen if Mini gets the full power BMW. Irfan, do you think it will kill the experience? Less is more?
That's a good question, Tana. Thanks. Okay, FYI, now there's a particular engine that's shared between BMW and Mini. We're talking about performance. The whatever 35i.
The X2 35i.
X2
The 1 Series 35.
135i. They are sharing the same engine as the JCW GP3 and the current JCW Clubman and Countryman, which is 300 horsepower, 450 torque. I driven the 135i.
Yeah.
I driven the JCW Clubman.
Yeah.
Clubman.
Yeah.
Because it's as Tana said it's more of the experience than the rational decision. On paper, yes, same engine, price 3,000 ringgit difference, 0 to 100 more or less, X-Drive, 4-wheel, all four. But I just feel like you're owning a Mini. It's a bit different than all the other cars out there. One fun exercise I like to do every time I go to work is I count how many Minis I see on the road. So from Subang to Bangsa, Federal Highway, MPE, I guess besides me, probably just another 4 Minis.
They're not that often.
They're not that often to see.
C-class everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's bad. That's why it's less.
Yeah.
It's just that the appeal on the price tag towards rational buyers is going to be different.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. So do you think that it will, if we go any more horsepowers, would it kill the experience?
I will say yes. I will say yes because driving the JCW Clubman, you don't really have that front wheel drive feeling.
Yeah.
You know how all the fanboys are saying, oh, BMW is rear wheel, Porsche rear wheel as well, or Carrera 4S. So every brand has the purist, the
setup,
the DNA of the brand.
Yeah.
So tiba-tiba you get a Mini with 4-wheel drive, 400 horsepower. Just doesn't make sense. Lari a bit.
So it feels not the DNA anymore lah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think Tana has a great question. I think it will indeed kill the experience.
But that's a good question. See, us as car enthusiasts, I want people to get this as car enthusiasts as well. When I started like acquiring cars and stuff, I keep looking at horsepowers. But then when I got more and more driving cars, horsepowers are not the only thing.
38 horsepower.
38 horsepower. Yes. We talk about that. 38 horsepower. Talk about it later on. Okay, I'm one of the people who acquired Minis too. But we want to talk about this. So when we're having coffee one day, and then you shared, "Hey, bro, I got people who sell their Porsches for Mini." I was like,
Yes.
So what happened? What happened? Like, was it he owned the car for a while, only he sold, or what happened with the?
Okay, there's multitudes of stories that I can share, but I'll try to make it short Basically, I've had a few different clienteles who said, okay, I'm just going to name a few One guy during the test drive, he said that the Minis feel like if Porsche were ever to make a 200,000 range car, it will feel like a Mini. The driving, how it handles, the behavior of the car, that's one. I had guys who own performance cars like BMWs. I went to his house, Skyline, GTR, Ferrari, ada 4, Lamborghini, Porsche, you name it, man. But JCW is his daily car.
Wow.
Because he says
the F55, F56.
F56.
Oh, okay.
So F56 JCW daily car, and is one of a big CEO from oil and gas company.
Wow.
So my personal approach is I don't like to tell my customers what I think, because I always feel like, I'm nobody lah. Tapi the buyers, they are the people who actually committed the decision. I'm just the person selling kan. So for those people to actually, okay, I'm going to put 300,000 here because I trust the product. I believe the product can give me what I want. And I always like to, kepoci lah, ask them, Dato', why do you think this car is good? So I get the market feedback lah, basically. And one of the thing that stays in my mind is, Irfan, city driving 0 to 200 km, this is the funnest way I can get it. It's the most fun I can get in my 0 to 200 km per hour driving. And they feel like it makes them feel young again.
Oh.
Yeah, really. And I guess that's why most of Mini owners, they're always so jovial. They're always so cheerful because they don't have to bother about all this other stuff, right? Like, you have bigger horsepower than me, bro? Okay.
But I noticed something about Mini drivers, they're more approachable. Okay, because you just look at the car, right? You see this guy coming with like Avantador or SVJ or whatever, right? or Ferrari, maybe Ferrari 488, maybe who knows, someone might come up with a Pista or something like that. And then you look at the car, it's like, wow. you know, like you have this, but Mini, for me lah, I feel
cute lah.
Mini owners are very approachable. I mean, how many of you agree with that? Let me know in the chat if you feel Mini owners are approachable. Look, it's approachable.
Proven.
But be careful, I thought he langgar you. No, just kidding. But yeah. So because of the way you make them feel,
so
right?
a few of them answers to me that the main answers that I get lah.
Yeah.
Okay, because the car is no match, not because of power. It's just the brand history itself.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier, one of your videos, you're talking about the heritage of the brand.
Yeah.
And most of these guys who buy these cars, they know the history of the brand.
Yeah.
And they also know that somehow, oh yeah, last time I was studying in the UK 20, 40 years ago, the car was already there.
Yeah.
I was driving that car at the time.
Yeah.
So now I want to own that same feeling again. So it's a mix of nostalgic issues, nostalgic reasons,
Okay.
nostalgic reasons,
Yeah.
and of course the quirkiness of the car.
Yeah.
And one of them was saying, Irfan, have you driven a GT3 RS? I said, no. Do you know how tiring it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know people who own them.
It is.
You hardly see them being driven around because it's difficult to drive.
It's difficult to drive. Of course, Porsche has a range of other deliable cars like GT3 or any other range. Sorry, I'm not so familiar.
Maybe Carrera S, but
Carrera S, they can buy the car, but then it's still not as bubbly and quirky as a Mini.
Mm-hmm.
It's less assuming. Yeah, it's more understated.
But really, the driving experience of Mini is very, very different. There's something about Mini that makes you, even if you drive, let's say you drive out a mountain road, it makes you want to bully the car. Like
wrestle the car.
You want to wrestle the car. There's something about Minis that make you like to wrestle the car.
But you have a Porsche too.
Yeah.
So
I don't like to wrestle the Porsche. I like to drive it smoothly.
But what is your comparison between your Porsche and your previous Mini?
The previous Mini is very, like I say, I like to bully the car. It's this, like, like you go to a pub and then okay, probably don't go to pub, but let's say you meet a friend, like hey, you poke him, then he poke you back. That's Mini for me. It's like your buddy, you go to a club and then you go to a pub or you just having a drink and just chit chatting and then you just poke him, he poke you back. That's for me Mini has that character.
It's more fun.
It's more fun, and it's not about it doesn't matter if you're it's just a very boyish kind of camaraderie. And I don't like for this. Okay, the Porsche, for example, you want to drive it smoothly. Take the corners, take the nice apex. You feel rewarded. But Mini is not about taking the best apex. Mini is about you. Sometimes you're naughty. You just corner later. You just chuck in and accelerate off the corner. You're driving a manual, drop the clutch and let the car go. There's something about the Mini that is exploitable.
It is. It's I think there's one comment there that's really helpful to this question.
What's this?
The Nurul Amin.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is right.
To put it simple, not many cars out there where you can drive to its limit. Mini is one of those. Yes.
This is one of the answers that one of the clients was telling me.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. I have the E30, for example. E30, I drive flat out. And it's so fun, right?
Full floor.
But the Mini, yes, with 192 horsepower, you have enough power to drive fast and enough. It's not powerful enough for you to keep letting your the foot off the throttle. You can put the foot down, and it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's manageable.
Yeah, it's manageable.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, it's the look. Come on, it's so damn cute, right? I mean, you look at the silhouette, right? There's no other car in the world that has that silhouette.
True,
in fact, the Honda N360, they did and you look at that, it's like you think Mini first.
Yes,
yeah. I mean, if I ever actually show you, you guys can Google the Honda N360, right? The car actually looks like a Mini Cooper. No one will say that, oh, it's a Honda N360. They will say that, oh, it's a Mini Cooper. Kenapa Honda pula?
You mean Kalisa?
No. Kalisa also. No, Honda actually did that because at one point Honda was trying to enter the car world. So they sent all the people around the world and said, go and research other cars. So they went to UK. It's like, oh, this is very good selling in UK. So they take it back in Japan. They put the motorbike engine in the car and they call it the Honda N360. But if you look at the car, you're like, no, it's a
Mini.
That's a Mini. But no, it's a Honda. I think Simo's going to pull up the picture there. You can see over there. She's loading. There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's a Honda. You see,
That's a Mini lah.
Yeah, you would think it's a Mini, right? But it's not. It's a Honda. See, that silhouette is so iconic. Yes. There is no other car in the world that has this silhouette. I mean, they have, but even if they have, right?
From far, I even thought it's a Mini.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah. That's what I meant. You know, any car that attempts to do this silhouette will be labeled as Mini. I don't care you are
Somehow patented already. But yeah.
in the mind is patented.
Yes.
It's like there are few cars in the world that have this kind of silhouette. Mini is one of them, and I think one of it is the SLS, for example. The Gullwing.
Gullwing.
No other car in the world would have that, right?
There's something that's called in our training at work, the DNA design of a Mini.
Yeah.
Something like, you know, the rounded headlights, the rounded interiors. So those things are never changed from back then until now.
Yeah.
And one of the things that was told to us is that the car can be recognizable by all ages, because daripada way back then in 59, if you don't know, 1959 until now, the signature is the same.
Yeah.
Yes, they changed the body size, they changed the height, tapi you get the same headlights.
It's no question. There's no question it's a Mini.
It's consistent.
Consistent. Which is what I really appreciate about brands, and I think it's something that I as a car enthusiast, I really like when companies keep their design DNA.
Yes.
You know, and Mini Cooper is
staying true to the
design. Staying true to the design brand. BMW has tried to stick on very long with it, but you know, it's tried. I mean, it's still kind of there. You know, I more than some of their competitors, but Mini is one, right? All right. So okay. Tell you what, let's look at some of the questions before we go into Mini. All right, let's look over here. Some questions over here. Rachel is joining. Rachel, maybe you're looking for Mini also, you know. Okay, Derek is asking, what is the most practical with your family or for Countryman or Clubman?
Okay, I love this question. We generally get clients coming in unsure between the two models.
Yeah.
I will say Clubman is CBU, is full import.
Yeah.
And the Countryman is SKD, semi-knockdown. It's half assembled here. But UK sends the car first and then kita pasang sini lah.
Correct.
Same as Beamer, same as Mercedes. Like what you said earlier, every lineup in Mini brand has its own uniqueness. You can't say a Clubman and Countryman sama, because Clubman is a lower center of gravity, and it's a CBU car, whereas Countryman is higher and is categorized as a small SUV, bigger headroom. I guess boot space is more on the Countryman. That's why Countryman is the best seller for Malaysia. Our numbers last year was 98% nationwide, just Countryman, just one model.
Oh,
then, a combine hybrid, JCW, S, and then the remaining 32% is the three other cars.
Oh,
you would think that the F56 3-door is the bread and butter, but actually it's not. Well, again, Derek, to answer your question, test drive is the best.
Test drive is the best, yeah. But I do appreciate the Countryman's softer dampers. I personally won't buy it.
But actually now, the latest version, the suspension is more or less the same. Really? Yeah, it's more or less the same.
But I won't buy it, but I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Okay, that's So I hope that answers your question. If you do, give us some love, give us a smash the like button, let us know that we answered your question. All right, let's put it over here. Okay. Dinesh is asking this question. What would you recommend for a Mini experience on a budget? Swift Sport, Fiesta ST, RS3, RS6.
R53 and
R56. R56.
Okay, my answer.
No, that's 2-1, right?
The last two.
I mean,
you cannot get a Mini experience in another car.
I do agree. Look,
hands down.
I like. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love the Swift Sport. It's one of the most love it. I think it's a hood to drive.
Stunning car. Yeah.
And with a manual gearbox, man, I would take that car looking thing, man. I love that car. 12 DSC and just drive like a madman, right? The Suzuki Swift. It's a great car to love to drive, actually. Suzuki Swift.
Actually, what's a nice approach by most of the Evo Club guys I know and some of my other friends. Just because I drive a Mini doesn't mean I dislike your car.
Yeah.
Just because I purposely don't buy the Spider lah. Actually, I can, but I didn't want to lah. So I bought the Mini. To answer Dinesh's question is that each one of the cars that you mentioned, I love all of them. The ST, Fiesta, the Swiss Sport is amazing, but it's a different satisfaction.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many nasi lemak in Malaysia. This particular nasi lemak is nice. And that one is also nice, but they're nice in a different way.
But there's
it's still
something
nice.
about the Mini experience more than just the driving.
Yeah.
People always think just about the driving. There's an experience of owning the Mini, taking care of a Mini, driving around town with Mini, having people look at you
being
with
seen in the
being
Mini.
seen in the Mini. All those are
different.
part of a car experience, you know.
Yes.
So
Car
you don't
ownership
get that with a Swift. You don't get that from a Fiesta. You know, you get that with the Mini.
Yeah, because
I mean,
because
I
the
don't mean
Minis
to
are
be
more the Minis are more approachable.
and iconic. There's a legend. There's
Yeah.
it's a legend. It's
People
iconic.
recognize it.
Yes.
You passing by traffic, people waving at you. That's quite normal for me already.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at Jacob. Jacob's a new Mini owner, and he says, I always let go after full throttle though because it's too fast. But because the pops and crackles make me giggle. Yes, you're right.
JCW Pro exhaust.
Ah. All right. Okay, so we're talking about Minis, right? Some of you may or may not know I've acquired a new Mini.
Yeah.
New old Mini. Okay, can I show you guys? Are you guys okay with me showing you the Mini?
Dun,
Right.
dun, dun, dun.
All right. Let me. So
And somehow I caught you at JPJ. With.
yeah, you caught me in JPJ, right? I was suddenly trying to register the car, and then out of nowhere, he's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here,
I
bro?
sent a picture with my car. I said, "What are you doing here, bro?" All right, let's see if I can add to stream. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Guys, what do you think about my new Mini? It's 1964, 848 horsepower, 848 cc.
64.
1964.
1964. Wow.
Yeah, it's with 848 horsepower cc. I think 38 horsepower on the paper.
So this is Cooper S.
No, it's Cooper with the
Cooper.
848 horsepower, the lowest engine rate. But guys, this car with 38 horsepower is too much. I don't know how people drive the 1275. I don't know how people put on the Civic engine in this car. Even for me, at 70 kilometers an hour, I feel like dying already.
So, I have a question for you now.
Yeah.
Imagine back in the day where Porsche, Mercedes was dominating the racing scene, right?
Yeah.
That little guy
Yeah,
went in and beat all of them.
Tapao.
Your brain just can't register it.
No, because
It's
it's
like
light.
David and Goliath.
It's light. You know,
That car.
that car. Okay, I tell you what, guys. I know I haven't uploaded any videos on this car. I'm still cleaning it. I'm just sending it to the workshop. But guys, if you love this car, please give me some love, man. Come on, you know. Okay, partially he's also his responsible. Because sitting down with him, one day he's like, "Hey bro, drive my Mini lah." I drive it. I'm like, "Ayo mati lah." Because I used to own the Mini, you know. And then it's like, "Ayo, I really miss me." Then you know, have this discussion all the time. You know, what hatchback would I buy? I say, Megane RS. And then you keep looking at Mini. And I say, "Bro, I'm gonna get the Mini JCW manual."
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
yeah.
Yeah. And then when this car came up, I'm like, "Oh man,
That's the one.
that's the one."
That's
And guys, like I own a Spider, I own the E30. I've driven C43s. I've driven some test drive cars like the 720S and McLaren. But man, this car I giggle like a madman. There's something so fun about this
So
car.
it's not so much on paper. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Who cares when the Axia passing by me? I don't care. You know, like but in the car, I'm like, wow, I'm going 70 kilometers an hour. My friends in the car is like, hey bro, you're going too fast, man. I'm like, no, I'm going 70 only. And then go to the bump without flying. Woo! You know. Wow, this it's so intoxicating. It makes me sweat. It makes me want to drive it.
I guess the road interaction is different.
Oh, so interaction. Yeah, yeah.
I got a pretty interesting question a few days back.
Yeah.
So he's asking, how is the NVH of a Mini? Noise vehicle, something like that. So, yeah, of course, there are certain factual answers to it. Like frameless cars will have a bit more noise compared to a framed window and all that. Tapi a small part of the noise is also because that's how you interact with your driving, right? You don't. I went on track yesterday, 2 hours. Not a single song was turned on because you want to hear the road.
Correct.
You want to know what you're driving into, and you just want to enjoy the car more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
It's not like it's really noisy. I have to say sorry, all my friends. Drop tops are noisier.
oh yeah, very noisy.
I mean, that's part and parcel of that car.
Yes, it's part of
That
whether
car.
you put the roof up, you don't put it up. It is noisier.
It is noisier, yeah.
Yes.
Sama je. I drove a Mini convertible yesterday, but then, I mean, you have to win some, lose some.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Let's take a look over here.
Question.
Mini is cute but powerful. Nick. Mini looks luxurious and simple. Agree. I think they are simple and they're cute like that. Yeah.
Much more simplified.
Yeah. Okay. Going back to the previous question, bad experience. Battery died and was flat bladed, tow away, set the seat, tow away. Oh my God, so sad. Good experience. Took it to test drive, went 200 kilometers an hour. Yes.
This was so planted. Yep.
Yes, very planted. Yeah. Okay, the Austin not so much. I went 110. I thought I was going to
Heaven lah.
at the door. I can see the door already.
The stairway already.
I can see Saint Peter there. But man, okay. Don't blind with the headlights. Yes, that's true. It's not 848 horsepower. It's 848 cc. Okay, just checking over here. Okay.
He
Alright.
wrote it. 8
Yeah.
for ACC.
Look at this guy. Nurul says, this is the first car ever.
Right.
Right?
Your car. Your car is his first car.
Yeah, never needed to brake in any corners. Yeah, sounds about right. And that car oversteers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oversteers, not understeer.
No, oversteers. The front end just bite, and then you corner too hard, the back starts cornering out. It's crazy. I love that car.
So when I can test drive your car?
Oh, absolutely. When it's now it's in the workshop.
I need to update my insurance first lah. In
no
case
lah.
I fly out.
No, it's not that bad. The car won't go that fast anyways. Okay. So, and surprisingly, it's quite big.
It is.
It is surprisingly big for its size. You climb inside there, it's like, why got so much space?
But do you remember the story of how that model came out?
Correct. Yeah, it's a long story. Let me see. It's time here. 10:56. Okay, so many questions I want to ask. Guys, we're going to go into Dude, Where's My Car? We always play a game with my guests over here. But any last questions I want to ask Irfan, throw it out over here. Right? So, Irfan, you are, no, I won't say advocate, you are a fan of tuning your Mini.
Okay.
Not for performance, because you customize, the word is customize.
Customize, yes, thank
customize Mini. So what have you done with your Mini? Why don't you share the audience, and then you guys ask your questions before we go on to Dude, Where's My Car? All right, the game where we play every Top Gear. Right.
What have I done?
What have you done with your car?
Okay, so it's a long list.
Yeah.
I actually got a lot of these questions a lot of times. So hari tu I got bored, so I actually listed out. It's quite a sum of money lah. But I guess more and more, because to me, why I bought the Mini in the first place is that in stock form, the handling is superb. It's already good enough. If let's say you buy Golf lah, for example, no offense on the Golf guys, I have a lot of VW friends.
Yeah.
You still need to do some stuff to it.
Yeah. If you want it,
suspensions, springs, wider tires, and all that. But when I first got the car, the first modification I did was I changed the stock rims because they're quite heavy. So I upsized to a bigger rim and wider and non-run flat tires. And I stick to only that modification for 1 year plus. Because as I said, I'm not a very terror car guy. So I told myself, okay, try to master this first. Don't chase horsepower, because I always like to say this lah. If you are buying a car for power, you're buying the wrong car. If
Mini,
you're buying a Mini,
yeah.
because Mini is not about that. It's not about that. So power was not an issue. So I pakai the car dulu, got used to how it corners, where's the limit and all that. So change exhaust, change rims, tune the car, change intake.
So exhaust, what exhaust did you change to? I didn't want to hear this, guys. What exhaust did you change to?
I changed to JCW Pro exhaust system. It's a catback system without resonator, and basically one pipe is a straight pipe all the way from the header, and another one goes through a small muffler box, and you can control it by valve.
Yeah.
I've searched a lot of different exhausts, and unofficially I think it's made by Akrapovic, because they don't have it in their site. And we were told,
but they asked to design.
They built it. Macam Brembo lah. Brembo built the brakes, and Mini markets it under Mini.
Correct.
But Brembo still sells pads on their own name. Tapi Akrapovic, no.
Yeah.
So I believe it's made by them lah. But anyway, amongst Remus, FI, IPE, JCW Pro, I will say, because when I bought the exhaust, I still have my warranty. So I needed to retain that, so I bought that exhaust instead.
Okay.
Be best. You wake up in the morning, you don't have to make your neighbors hate you because you can close the valve.
So gentleman kan. Yeah.
British ma.
But when you tekan that one,
it's
you
not
see
that
that small car, and then it's like. All right. And what else have you customized?
So I tuned the car with my friend, Active Tuning House in Puchong. It's a stage 1 lah. And other than that, not much. Not much, because I like to enjoy that car in the truest form if you can.
Yeah, because you want to. For me, it's like the engineer is telling you something,
Yes,
and you don't want to mute the engineer. You want to
Because
listen
if
to
you
the
do too
engineer.
much, right, then lama-lama you feel like, hey, this car is too light already now. The power is too much. The power to weight ratio pun dah lari.
Correct.
So hence, actually, when I tuned the car, right, I never bothered to do dyno for 3 months because
You don't know the horsepower.
So when people was, hey, what's your power now? I said, I don't know. I didn't go tune. I didn't go dyno.
Doesn't matter.
But then the other day I went lah because
yeah.
I was bored. So I saw the number. I was like, oh, okay. But it still didn't mean much to me because I know that the tune gave it a bump in power, but it's also at the limit where, okay, not too much. If too much already, then you cannot control the car already.
Yeah. Also risk breaking the engine too. Yeah.
Breaking the engine too as well. Yep.
Yeah.
So kalau nak tune, please
do it sensibly.
Do it sensibly. Yes.
Yes. Right. Then the question over here is Jacob is asking, do you keep all the original parts after changing them?
Yes, bro. And it's not an easy thing to do lah. To store a freaking huge exhaust in your room. Your downpipes. You
have to have some really good kawan in some workshop to help you store for you, right?
Yes. Yes. Your wife will hate you also. Yes, I do keep the original parts in case
you want to sell it.
In case I want to sell the car, I want to fit it with the original parts and then sell the modified parts separately, like what the Honda guys are doing.
Yep. Anyways, it's a lot of questions really, but I think in essence, guys, MINI is a very hard car to explain through words only.
Or facts.
Even facts. And I think that's the challenge. And I've always loved the MINI's look. When I want to buy the MINI, I kept looking at it, and the only thing that went past my mind is like, damn, like I can buy a Golf R. I got GTI. I look at the JCW. I'm like, I can buy a Golf R, which is 300 horsepower, 4-wheel drive, bigger, nicer. And I got to admit, there's so many times I've been in the borderline of pulling the trigger to buy a MINI. I just didn't. And then when I owned the R55,
F55,
that's it lah. That's it.
Even Bobby says he still misses his Clubman.
Actually, a lot of MINI owners who used to own MINIs, we really miss.
Even Melvin,
right?
Melvin said the same thing. Melvin,
every MINI owners, yeah. It's true. I don't miss my MINI as much as I miss my, say, 1 Series. For example,
the Merc.
So if they want to find out how they can do a test drive of MINI, where can they find you?
Okay, I'm based in MINI Bangsa in Jalan Ma'ruf, Bangsa Baru. You can buzz me anytime at my Facebook or even my YouTube because
or Instagram over there, right?
Instagram there, yes. My Instagram is private now, but it's okay. You can actually, I do get several messages in my Facebook account, and please, you're more than welcome. Little bit of background. I have been helping people out on the net or offline. Sometimes people will just call me, hey, Irfan, I got your number from I have this question for MINI. And yeah, just feel free, man. Doesn't mean that I won't help just because you're not buying a car from me.
You help because you like Minis.
Because I love the car. My sticker guy, right, Ronald, he loves the brand so much. And we just can keep talking about the brand. And then we want to help other people who want to buy the car. Because that's how the community is. And most of the guys in the comment is from my MINI club.
Oh, really? Yeah?
Because,
awesome.
Because you want to support each other, right? And in the group, it's actively, can I ask how to do this, how to do that, how to do that? And everybody will just, answers are just flying out. Because we want everybody to able to achieve the same experience that we are getting. Summer.
That's awesome, man. And I think that's what I really like about talking to you is that you share, even there is no money to make, right?
Yeah.
And that makes you transcend a different level of salesperson because you are not selling the car. You're not getting me to buy the car. You're selling people the
big picture.
The big picture, which is more powerful actually.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes it's very powerful. And when sometimes I've done this so many times. Sometimes you sell a big picture to somebody and maybe they can't buy the car yet. And after 2 years, they work hard. They say, "Wow, I really want the MINI." And then
I actually got that,
Really?
I got a guy who came back to me after 3 years.
Wow.
I'm not the type yang suka bother people, so I asked follow up lah. Of course, we're doing our job. Follow up a few times, and then they just keep quiet. So I would just give them space. Then out of nowhere, 3 years later, hey, Irfan, are you still with MINI? I said, yes. Okay, it's finally time. Time for what? I'm gonna get my Mini now.
Wow, must feel so. You feel damn awesome, right?
Most people will feel like, oh, money. For
Yeah.
me, it's like, oh, yes.
Oh, new
Finally,
Mini.
you're coming to join us.
Wow.
That's the feeling lah.
Hey, can I join you with my classic now?
Can lah,
Can
bro.
but then you're like, oh, God, already.
I just second gear lah.
Second game, no, I go first. I see you.
Yes, so you can find me in Bangsa. Please feel free to drop a line my Facebook, Ahmad Irfan as well.
Yeah.
YouTube is Ahmad Irfan. Check out my videos.
Mhm.
The point, thanks to you guys and Bobby as well, our Horizon team, Chris V. Because when I wanted to start, the point of the channel is actually bukan apa. It's not like you want to get views. It's just that I want to share all this stuff that I said, how to maintain the car, and actually I got people buying the car from me from my YouTube.
It wasn't your intention anyway.
It wasn't my intention at all.
You just share. It's just a library or place to find.
Yeah,
all this,
it's just a platform to share all this information that I have, because what I want to write a book and sell it. No, man.
Yeah.
It's a
But I get you.
thing to be shared.
I've been sharing my E30 restoration, and then people are saying, getting messages, hey bro, I'm buying E30. Hey, wait, buy E30. Like, I just openly wanted people to know what's the problems, what the process of owning E30.
It's the ownership experience.
Yes. I'm so happy that every time someone messaged me and say, bro, I bought E30. I'm like, yeah, I make no money also. I'm like, oh yeah, we got more E30 people, Yeah.
Finally, it feels like whatever value that we're trying to give out is taken.
Correct.
So
it helps somebody.
That's a small fulfillment.
Yeah. So you want to find out more about Irfan's, you want to find out more about how to test drive a Mini, or just want to feel the Mini, because again, guys, gonna say this, if you are considering Mini, you can check it out. If you never considered a Mini, go and check it out, because as a car enthusiast, this is one of the brands that really shook the world. These are the guys that beat bigger cars, right? With this small little engine. This is a car that sold, I think, how many? 3 or 4 million of the cars built.
Sold. By the year 2000, I think they hit the 5 million mark.
5 million. 5 million.
5 million.
5 million, right? This is not a small number. And it's not a
million
very old
impractical
company when
car.
they started, right? Not like BMW or Germany and then
BMC.
Toyota, right? They were very, the concept was so young, right? And there is no other brand in the world, like I know, that stick the heritage as strongly as the Mini. So even if you're not a car enthusiast, check out Mini, because it's something that's worth appreciating.
The history itself is just a good.
Oh, it's
good story.
amazing. Last fun fact. Do you know that the classic Mini, the gearbox and the engine, they share the same oil sum?
Transfers.
And they share the same oil also, because they're the same space.
So they share the same. So basically, the header and the transmission below is using the same engine.
Oh, it's engine oil, right? Yeah, same space. Damn
Same
cool.
oil,
Damn cool.
Crazy.
A lot of breakthrough technology in that car as well. So again, if you're a car enthusiast, there's so many transverse engine. Saving,
Formula One using it.
Yeah. So many things. Okay. So
thank you, Tana.
all right, please show some love to Irfan. Go and subscribe to his channel. All right, go and check it out. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna go for a break, because time is really like 11 plus. Let's go and play our game, man. You ready to play this game?
Yeah, wait. Come on.
Dude, where's my car? All right. So guys, in Dude, Where's My Car, what we do is that we pick 2 cars and we ask my guest to choose which car that he will pick and why. And feel free to join us as well. So comment as well. Let us know which car you pick. All right. So Simon has very creatively edited your face over there. All right, so we're gonna pick 2 cars and then put 2 cars and then let the guest pick. I will pick also, and then feel free to join us as well. Right, Con, what's up, Con? Right, legit Mini guys prefer for Mini purchase or advice or fun. It's true, man. Like I was saying earlier in this show, always buy. You don't trust a chef, a skinny chef, right? All right. Trust a chef that eats their own food. All right, let's jump to the first set. Okay, would you pick this one, of course lah. Would you pick a GP2? Okay, or a GP3? Oh,
a bit hard.
There's something very maniacal about a GP2.
A bit hard.
Driven that car, feels like a maniac in that car.
I've driven both.
Yeah.
The GP3 is a bit modern, raw power kind of thing. GP2 is a bit more, not to say scary,
like a baboon.
You're like more like
right. Your heart is like right. I haven't driven the GP3 but the GP2 was, for me, when I drove the car, my hands were sweating, my heart was pumping like
It was
crazy.
racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. GP3 feels a bit more modern lah. So I guess my pick will be number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2, manual is lesser power than the GP3. Yes, 200. I forgot 228.
Yeah,
but
doesn't matter.
versus a 300 horsepower car.
Yeah.
Tapi it's a manual, smaller, and to me it has better handling.
I haven't driven. Okay, I've driven the F56 series, not the GP, but JCW and stuff. And I've driven the GP2. GP2 feels, for some reason, it feels very light. It feels like it's
lighter.
And the way it goes around the corner, it feels like it's ready to pounce. You know what I mean, right? There's something about the R series, the GP2 is very agile.
That's nice. JT is saying.
Okay, let's see over here. All right. Let's see over here. Let's see the comments over here before I answer.
GP2.
Okay, Jensen says GP2. Derek GP3. Oh, okay. There's more GP3 guys over here. Okay, Jacob. All right. Jonathan says GP2. Okay, cool. Right. Some reviews say GP3 no longer drives like a Mini, like a normal hot hatch. Interesting.
I agree with JT.
You agree with JP?
I agree with JT.
All right.
Something similar like what Tana asked just now. What if the Mini goes towards the BMW side?
Too much horsepower.
That's kind of what happened to GP3. Yeah.
GP3 for those cardboard wheel arches. Really? They're cardboard?
No.
Okay.
But it looks like it.
All right. Let us know in the comments. What would you pick? What would you pick as well? Okay, for me, I would pick the GP2.
GP2.
There's something
gang.
very agile about gang, man. But something about that car is so naughty. It's so naughty. I just love it.
It's so naughty. It's so unassuming lah.
Yeah, and minis, right? No matter how angry you try to make them look like, they still look cute.
Still cute.
Yeah, still cute, right? You
Cute.
put on the big wing, you put everything. I was like, oh, still a mini.
This is the testament lah. I tried so hard, man. I tried so hard to make my car look more.
But then it still look cute.
It still
Every
looks
time I
cute.
look at the mini from behind, also very cute. From front, also very cute. Very cute lah. Yeah, even noise make also very cute.
More enthusiast appeal.
Yeah, GP2 lah. Personal favorite GP1. Wow, GP1. Okay, GP2.
GP1, yes.
Okay, so for this pick, me and Irfan agree together. All right, let's go on to the next one. Next, dude, where's my car? Let's move away from minis.
Okay.
Let's talk about some other interesting cars. Did you know this car, the Fiat Panda?
I know now. Thanks, Simon.
It's a mini. Okay, they call it a hatchback, but it's a mini MPV lah.
Okay.
The first generation got 18 horsepower only, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'm not gonna judge on horsepower side.
Okay. But it's a cute car. Okay. Next one. Or would you drive this one? A Jimny. A Jimny.
Easy answer lah, bro.
The third generation.
Easy
Jimny.
answer lah.
Okay. All right, guys, let us know in the comments below. What would you pick? Okay, which one would you pick?
Jimny.
Why?
Jimny. It has more. The Fiat Panda.
Name so cute, right? Panda.
From far, right? It looks like one of those other cars. Look at the Jimny. I've been trying to, what other cars? Except other Suzukis. Wrangler, probably, the old Jeep Wranglers.
Yeah.
But this is smaller, more compact, more fun looking, and less soccer mom looking from the Fiat. Yeah, so I choose Suzuki.
Suzuki Jimny. I love the Jimny.
See a lot of people.
Have you seen the latest Jimny, bro?
Yeah, it's the baby G-Wagon.
It started looking a bit muscular.
Yep.
But then in actual reality, in person, right? The guy is so freaking small, right?
It's
so
so
cute.
small.
It's so cute. Let's see over here. All right. Let's see.
lor.
Jensen, Jimny. Wow, Jimny lor. Wow, Jimny. Okay lah, Jimny wins hands down lah. Right? Nobody Fiat lah. Yeah, Jimny for cool factor.
But it's a Fiat.
But it's a Fiat, it's an Italian car, Okay, but the Jimny, my dad is in the timber industry, and Jimnys are well known to never get stuck
Oh yes, sir.
because it's so light. They're so light, so they go in the jungle, they come in, they come out, they no problem. But the problem with Jimny is, if your friends start, you can't put them out because there's no power. You got no power. You put
It
them.
looks like a 4x4,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have that power to carry it.
But to travel alone, you can handle terrains, no problem. Man. But that say Jimny is the king.
And if you've driven Johan's
I mean,
Vitara,
Vitara also, yeah.
it corners flat, way. No
Yeah.
joke. No joke.
Yeah, but the Jimny is a very competent off-roader. We see a lot. When I was with my dad, we see a lot of Mitsubishi Storm. They get stuck.
Oh, yeah, the
Hilux,
yellow
they get
colour
stuck.
stuff, okay.
My dad had a Defender. We had a Land Rover Discovery. No problem, jalan. Then Jimny and the Range Rover, jalan. So Range Rover got power, so the Range Rover doing all the
heavy
all
work.
the what you call that? You pull people out lah. But Jimny just wait there.
Jimny is the Gaia one.
I know you go in front, you park there, you wait for your friend.
And appear like you did the job.
Yeah. You coordinate lah.
If you
Alright.
get it.
Okay, Jimny is still one of like yeah, let's go. Okay, so
Jimny
this
is
one
good.
we all agree. Okay. Last one.
Let's see.
Last two was my car.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Now we go into the coupe. The coupe.
susah ni.
No, sakit mata
Dream car.
Dream car, nangis
No.
Nangis really.
Yeah,
I know.
Borrow your key.
Bro, I talk to you a lot, so I know what you're looking at also. Okay, would you pick the Porsche 718 Cayman
Okay,
Okay.
against?
or Cayman S? Okay.
Oh,
Cayman S.
damn.
Oh, the Lotus SGs S because you like British cars. I know.
Oh, this is hard. Same color lagi.
Oh, Lotus SGs S.
Oh,
Okay.
damn, son.
Okay, to give a good comparison, okay, Cayman, 718 Cayman GTS, and then Exige.
Uy, this is hard. This is really hard.
Because I know you like British cars. And I know you like Lotus as well. Guys, let us know in the comments what would you pick.
And I like Porsches as well.
Yeah.
We had a recent discussion in one of our other car groups. So this friend is saying that he's not enjoying his current car.
Oh.
So long story short, his current car is a bit too easy.
Oh, which car is it?
It's the A45S.
Uh-huh.
So he waited for the car for a year plus.
So finally arrived.
Finally arrived. And the car that he owned previously is a Impreza S204. And several
S204.
S204. Several other
Oh, sorry,
cars.
sorry guys, sorry. I got
Subaru fan
I
boy.
got zoom. I'm a okay, sorry.
He goes to Klawang at night alone to drive those cars.
Oh, mad man.
And I asked, we were all asking him lah, what do you mean you're feeling bored with the A45S? Okay, guys, you don't know this guy, but I do know him. He's not an arrogant fellow.
Yeah.
He's just really stating his challenge. I don't like that car.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure out a car for him lah.
Yeah.
And one of the other abangs in the
Yeah.
group, they have that car. Sorry, Evora.
Evora.
Lotus Evora, and one of my good friend is using an Elise S1.
Oh, then another
It's
go-kart.
a very small car. You really
That's a-
sitting on the
That's
floor,
a legit
man.
go-kart, man.
It's really like a go-kart, and my friend actually plays go-kart.
Yeah.
So that's like his
Oh, no
actual
wonder
go-kart
lah.
with Rotex.
Ah.
So long story short, our friend there is gonna buy a Lotus because that's the driver's car, a real driver's car with nothing assisted,
Yeah.
lightweight body, and
but you got a Toyota engine.
but you got a Toyota engine.
Ah,
But
nah.
again about the British makes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what, we have a Toyota engine.
Yeah. It's the
You
packaging.
try to go to track with the Lotus.
But also the silhouette, right? Yeah, the Lotus now, right?
Amazing,
Oh,
lah.
amazing, right?
Amazing, lah. So my pick,
Okay, that one 380 horsepowers. You know lah, Lotus engineering.
Lightweight.
Lightweight. I mean 1,100 kilos only.
1,100 kilo.
In
Yes.
Cayman GTS, okay, we go for the 4.0. You
Okay.
have I think close to 400 horsepowers. Naturally
Okay.
aspirated flat six. 1,300 to 1,400 kilos.
I will choose. Thanks to some of the comments.
Ah.
I guess I will go for Lotus.
Wow.
I will go for Lotus
the
because
V6.
It's you cannot replicate what Lotus has. In my humble opinion, lah. I don't drive so many cars. I sat in the Porsches, but I think what Cayman is giving, you can somewhat get it from other cars. Lotus punya feeling, that the fear, the feeling of fear
Oh,
of a
the mati.
lightweight car
Yeah.
is different lah. So it really gives you a whole different aura to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. You know what? When you see someone drives a Lotus fast, you have a lot of respect for the driver. It's so raw and
Yes, that's the word. Thank you.
and people who I know some people who every week they take the Lotus and drive. These are proper driver's car.
True.
Yeah.
True.
In my experience, the Caymans or the Boxsters, they make you feel like a good driver. But whereas the Exige, you have to drive the car.
You really have to.
You have to be a good driver to drive the car properly. I'm getting goosebumps because those cars are
Yes.
that's why every time I see a Lotus going Genting, I always wave my hand and respect. You know.
One of the
Yeah.
story that stays with me about Lotus, following my friend with the Lotus Elise. So we were going up Genting. I was still young at the time, so I just shotgun his car. So his father and the father's friend was taking a Lotus up Genting. So that's the first time I was going up and seeing their tail of the car with no brake lights. So I was thinking, how is this old guy driving up there so fast without braking, and he's leading us like many different stretch. And when he arrived there, finally I saw his face. He came out smiling with a shot. And then I found out that you're able to really tackle the car. It's raw. It's purely your brain, your hand, your kaki that's controlling the car in that beautiful.
Especially the S1, man. The S1, yeah.
S1. It's
and notice that they announced the last version of the final edition with the S1.
S1,
the Elise.
The Elise, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the price doesn't go up from there onwards.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's take a look at the chat over here. Okay. Exist as Cayman. Jonathan says exist. Con says 718. Easy choice to forego. It's an easy choice to forego. Okay, thanks. All right. Lotus exist all day. What exist, yeah?
Lotus
right?
Biscoff. Hey, that's nice. I'm hungry.
Oh, Biscoff. Go for the Cayman. Oh, okay. So Cayman is my choice. Exist.
It's a more rarity lah. I feel
rare, it's rare.
Something not easy to.
So Con says as a weekend car, the Lotus for more regular use.
Same.
The Porsche.
Agree.
Right. This one
What about you?
I have a different opinion than you. No, I do agree Lotus is crazy and they're amazing. But I have a very soft spot for Porsches. I love their flat six. It's so unique. And if I ever grab a hands on a GT4, would be the car I take on track. Yeah, the GT4.
Like the one you drove on track there.
Yes. It's so impressive because it's okay. I think the way I can say is that Lotus is the original formula for a fast car. Lightweight, good aerodynamics, simplified, very simplified engineering. Porsche is very advanced. They have the 718 has fantastic, like super research aerodynamics. The car is super planted. There's so much tech that goes into the car. Where Lotus Exige is like the classic engineering. So there's something about me I prefer the Porsche. I do have a soft spot for Porsches. I love the flat six. I think there's no other kind of world that drives like a flat six, So
Understand.
If it's a Cayman GTS, yes, I will get the Cayman GTS 4.0. But if it's a Cayman or Cayman S, a 2.0 or 2.5, and then the answer is but now talking to you, now I regret saying that because I think I would, because I had a Porsche before. I want to Exige S.
You want to Exige S?
I want to Exige S. Yeah.
So back to my point, there's certain things that you can somehow get from another car, from a Porsche. Example, a flat six. You can try.
I already had a
Subaru.
So I think it's been a virtue that I have a flat six.
Yeah.
Already. So
you already have a flat
so
six.
I would like a car that feels like I'm riding. I'm going to die every time I go. I mean, it's called Lotus because you're going to reach awakening every time you drive the car. In the Buddhist culture, Lotus is awakening.
You will be reborn.
So maybe that's why they call it Lotus. I'm just kidding about that, guys. But yeah, all right. So that's it.
Car,
yeah.
In the Elise S1, I remember my friend's interior.
Nothing.
It's just 3 toggles, man.
And then the gearbox.
That's it. And the gear knob, yeah.
And then the handbrake.
Handbrake,
steering wheel.
Your bus cola, the floor of it. That's it, man. That's it, man. With the access. That's it.
Yeah.
But his face when he was driving the car, all the way, because his car is what, 800 kilo?
Yeah.
It's I believe fiberglass. What's the material?
I'm not sure what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, the material is different. It's lightweight. And power to weight ratio, that's when I actually discovered what is power to weight ratio. It's much more powerful compared to just tengok spec sheet.
Correct. Yeah. But that's the way it drives. It's terror. It's terror. Every time I think of Lotus, I think it's terrorizing.
4.0 banyak mahal.
Yeah. Okay. So we've spent an hour and a half. Thanks, Irfan, for coming on.
Thanks, man. Thanks for inviting.
Anything else you want to tell the audience? Yeah.
Okay. Well, to summarize the topic, I guess MINI is a bit more than just a car. It's not just something you browse and read and immediately understand. It's not a plain point A to point B car like my V. I didn't even test drive my V.
Yeah.
I just pay, tunggu, arrive, thank you,
Yeah.
bye bye. That's it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to making decisions about this kind of fun trails, I will say Mini scores slightly higher because it's an overall experience. It's not just being fast. You're not. It's not about being expensive. You're not really expensive.
Yeah.
But it's recognizable by almost everybody. It's iconic. It has the heritage behind it, and we're not trying to one up each other or anyone else. So it's just a fun car to enjoy in the community. And you guys need any help for Mini, just buzz me at Facebook. I try to help you as best as I can, and welcome you to the community lah. Yeah, like how I did this guy.
Oh, really? I left and I came back.
You left and came back, man. You left going away. I can
tell you this is not the last Mini I'll be buying. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for that. And if you want to go check out Mini, you can also PM him.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
Any questions you have, just let me know.
And again, I encourage you, if you're a car enthusiast and you never have interest in Mini, go and check it out. The heritage is amazing. They have done so many technological breakthroughs with the past as well. It's such a cool story to learn, and Irfan is well versed in that story because he can tell the story again and again. And I love it. I love the story. It's like the underdog punching above their weight belt, a weight class.
Basically, David versus Goliath.
Yeah, I love it. So that's over there. And yeah, thank you so much for. Also want to say thank you for sharing how you got involved with Mini. That was a bonus.
Thanks.
I'm always I'm doing a car show like Top Gear, but I really hope to also inspire people to be creative, work harder, and do something riskier, so that you can own the cars that you want to own. Because some people, like I believe for me, my life is I want to live as long as I live. I want to keep driving cars, So I want to earn the income to experience those things. So I hope this has inspired you to do so. If I did, just give me some love, some likes, right?
Yeah. So if you love Mini, keep that dream alive. You'll never know when it's gonna appear.
Correct.
I never knew that I will ever able to own a Mini. I was broke, man.
Yeah.
I was broke, but then honesty is important. I guess you work, because now I was just telling my previous customer just now. I was hanging out with him having dinner, and I was telling him I think more and more I'm becoming more like a Mini owner when I'm talking to my customer. Instead of the Mini sales.
But you have that. That's why you people are sales advisors. You are a Mini enthusiast. I think that's a trump card lah.
Yeah.
Trump card.
Whenever clients are asking, or any one of you asking the question, right? I am thinking from my side as the owner of the car. So what will I do, and how will I tackle this situation, or this itch? I want to buy a car. You know what? My boss will kill me, because sometimes customer ask, Irfan, do you think I should buy this car? Oh, sir, what are you looking for? This. I think you should go Volvo. I do. I say that sometimes, but then I guess some people appreciate my honesty. I just say like, okay, no,
they give you a referral.
Yeah, it's not that I don't want to sell a car. Of course, I want business, but I don't want to sell a car where you have a wrong expectation of it. Correct. You don't buy a Porsche Carrera because you want to go carry your in-laws every day. Doesn't make sense, what?
I mean, if you don't like your in-laws, you can buy that. But if you want peace at home, you don't buy that.
One space at the front and the back. Yeah, all jokes aside, Mini is always a brand that is having a different impression to it. Myself the same, he the same, many of our customers is the same. It appears like a non-rational car, but one of my earliest customers, right, he said that, I asked him, so bro, what do you think about your car that you purchased? Can you summarize it? I can summarize in one word. It's an irrational purchase. So when I asked him, is that meant to be offensive? He said, no, it's an irrational purchase. You cannot rationalize why you bought the car. My mom asked me, hey, you buying a two-door car for 100,000+. Why don't you buy A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and the list goes on? And I just said, it's good for my career, it's one thing, and I genuinely love the car. It's such a fun car to drive, and it gets you looks, it gets you new friends, and it stands you out from other people without trying to hide.
And that Mini is that.
It's understated.
It does.
Yes.
All right, let's look at here. MINI is the only brand that appeals to enthusiasts and fashionistas. That's true. All right.
The hairdresser's car.
Yeah, but then people don't know what I'm talking about. Until they drive a MINI. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in. It's really
Thanks,
an
man.
hour and a half.
Thank you
for,
guys.
thanks for
Thanks
that.
for your time.
And so yeah, if you like this video, please give us a like. Please hit the subscribe button on my channel. Please check out Irfan's channel, Ahmad Irfan, GTI 887. Drop by Bangsa, say hi. All right. With that, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, be safe. Love you guys. And let's keep it 100%. Right. Let's peace out right now. Ciao.